Hi, my name is Jody Rich. I'm a physician at the Nerium Hospital, and for the last 24 years I've spent my Tuesday morning at the ACI taking care of patients there. And so I've had really an up-close front row seat to this war on drugs, a war on drug users. And I've got to know people when they're addicted, when they're incarcerated, when they're out, when they get to be incarcerated again. And said very simply, this is our society's main approach to this disease of addiction is through the criminal justice system. We spend a lot of money, a lot of resources, and quite frankly, it does not work. And why would it work? Now, when we look at Portugal, almost 2 decades ago, Portugal had the highest rate of incarceration in all of Europe, had the highest rate of injection drug use-related HIV, had a horrible drug problem, a lot of drug-related crime, and they said, that's it, we got to do something different. We have to try a different approach. So they decriminalized drug possession, drug use. They didn't legalize drugs. It's still illegal to sell drugs there. But to have drugs for your own use is not dealt with in the criminal justice system. You don't get arrested for that. They, at the same time, invested in treatment. So you take out the, take that away from the criminal justice system, and what outlawing drug use does is it scares people away. They go into hiding. And by getting rid of that and offering treatment, they brought people back in. So now, almost 20 years later, they've gone from the highest rate of incarceration to about the lowest rate of incarceration in all of Europe. Highest rate of injection drug use-related HIV to the lowest, among the lowest in all of Europe. And most importantly, their drug use did not go up. In fact, their drug use went down. So that should be I think if this is a radical thing to say, wait a minute, are we going to stop arresting people for drugs, for heroin, for cocaine, for these dangerous drugs that are killing people? Yeah, we need to, because that is making the problem worse, and it's sucking up valuable resources that we need to divert into treatment. So we have a governor right now who is very interested in evidence-based approaches. Her overdose prevention and intervention task force has really led the nation. It's been that's been copied in many other states, and the New York Times just reported that Rhode Island was one of the handful of states where the overdose deaths have gone down. But the rest of the country is on this very steep trajectory. And so we have a governor that gets it. We hopefully are about to have an attorney general who gets it. And I think, we have, I was initially annoyed at the Kristen's Law. I thought that was just, just why do I have to waste my time dealing with this when we've got so many pressing problems? But actually I found it very helpful because it flushed out who gets it and who doesn't get it, and kind of has given us direction as to which way we need to go. Now, there's hardly a person in this state who hasn't been impacted by the overdose epidemic. It's either their own family or their friend's family or their neighbor's family or coworker's family, and it's a family disease. And it's horrible. But we are making some strides, and I think what we need to do is connect this overdose epidemic with this criminalization of drug use, because that is really what's made the problem a lot worse. And I think that's the only way we're going to make it a lot better, to ramp up treatment and get these people out of the criminal justice system. Let the law enforcement, let the criminal justice system do what it should do, which is deal with people who are hurting other people, who are stealing things and making trouble, and get people who have this disease into the appropriate treatment. So this is a kickoff. This is very exciting, and I think, we, on the governor's direction, we at the Department of Corrections, they did something completely radical, which is they took people coming through the door, and Dr. Jennifer Clark is the medical director out there. She said, this is a population that I'm in charge of, their medical care, their health, and this is the #1 thing that's killing them. So I'm not going to start a little program here or treat a few people here or there. I'm going to screen everybody who comes through this door into the Department of Corrections for this disease, and I'm going to offer them not just one treatment I'm going to offer them the whole array of treatments that we have and make sure they get connected to treatment on the outside. Within a year, overdose deaths dropped 60%. Now 60% sounds just a number, but to put it in context, statins, these cholesterol-lowering drugs that have put a whole generation of cardiac surgeons out of business because they're wildly successful, they drop mortality 1%. So 60% within a year is unbelievable. And the lesson there is the treatment works. We get people onto these medications, get them into recovery, get them all the other support that they need, then we're going to make headway. So that's really what we should do. And now the nation is looking to us to redo their correctional system's approach to addiction. Similarly, when we get this approach to addiction out of the criminal justice system, we'll see further benefits, and they'll be looking to us for that. Thank you.